good morning, or good afternoon, or maybe it's good evening, wherever you are around the world. We just want to remind you one more thing. Of course, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another great video of the 32 team and 32 days series. Today we talk about the Boston Bruins. Don't go nowhere. Here we go. Welcome back to another great video of the Hockey Nation Live Show with your hockey coach, Guru, Coach Frenchy, back in the Boston Bruins locker room. Yes, because we're going to talk about the Boston Bruins preview for the upcoming season 2021-2022. But before we start, we invite you, don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show on the Facebook page and on YouTube channel. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, we invite you to click on the likes. And finally, of course, leave your comments. Tell me more about the Boston Bruins, your expectation or your prediction for the upcoming season for the Bees. Let's diving and jumping on the Boston Bruins prediction for the 2021-2022 season in NHL. Here we go. Let's start talking a little bit more all about French stat of what they did last season and what they are coming for the upcoming season. First of all, the salary cap at that moment, they are at $80 million and $410,000 with nobody on the long-term injury reserve, and their cap space at that moment is $1 million. The roster is 23 players already signed. We know Don Sweeney is a general manager of the team in the last 6 seasons. Bruce Cassidy is the head coach in the last 4 seasons. And they have, of course, 2 veterans behind the bench or an assistant coach. Joe Sacco, ex-NHL player, is there for over 8 years with the team. And then the veteran goaltender and the goal coach, Mr. Bob Esessa, there for over 17 years inside the Boston Bruins organization. The record in the last 5 seasons, guys, pretty great, to be honest with you. One of the best team in NHL year after year, back to back to back. The last 5 seasons, they participate to the playoff series in NHL. One of them, they lost in the final Stanley Cup in 2018-2019 with 107 points on the standing. 2017-18, they have 112 points, guys, in the standing. And then 2016-17, they have 95 points in 82 games, and they finished 3rd on the division. The last 2 seasons, first in 2019-2020, they have 100 points, number 1 in the division Atlantic, but they lost both years on the second round during the playoff and finale this year with the new format of only 56 games because of COVID. 73 points, finished 3rd on that East Division, and again they lost in the second round. Their stat in 2020-2021, guys, pretty great. They always been usually a little bit better on the power play. This year they struggle a little bit, but they're still number 10 in NHL at 21.9. Of course, we know the PK, one of the best year after year, 86%, second in NHL. The goals for 164, 14 overall. This for me a little bit surprised. And then, but again, their goal again, number 4 overall, 134. But look, the change happening for the last couple of weeks in this organization. This is really rare. Boston Bruins was recognized to keep their players a little bit longer, but this year, guys, a lot of players left the team for any reason, to be honest with you. First of all, the biggest piece of what they're losing is their center, David Kritchik, decide to move, return on his own country, play hockey. They lost also Case Ritchie and Alak. Alak is with Vancouver now. Tinordi signed with the New York Rangers. Corelli is right now with Columbus. Jeremy Lauzon lost during the expansion draft. And finally, Vladar is out. And also, the veteran defenseman Miller decided to retire. Who is in is not a few, but a couple of veterans like Eric Ola, Nick Foligno, Nozek, and finally, Derek Fulboard and Linus Ullmark signed as a UFA. The roster for the upcoming season at that moment: Bergeron, Marchand, Hall, Smith, Pastrnak, Foligno, Ola, Nosek, DeBrusque, Coyle, Warner, Frederic, Lazar, Coleman. Maybe Lindell make the team as a rookie in this organization. Defensemen, 7 defensemen at that moment: McAvoy, Fulboard, Carlo, Kelchik, Raleigh, Clifton, and Ziboril. Their goaltender, because Rask is a UFA, did not sign. We know he is on injury right now. It's Ullmark and Swimmen, the rookie of last season, have an amazing, great year, to be honest with you. The 32 years older at that moment for the team is Patrice Bergeron, Marchand, Foligno, and Smith. The 23 and younger, they have Frederic, McAvoy, Swimmen, and Liesel. I want to mention a little bit what happening also last season. First of all, Brett Marchand continues as a machine. He's getting more, he's older, more he's get better. 69 points last season and 56 games. Bergeron still continues to produce, and of course, Pastrnak did. But a surprise for me is the rookie Jeremy Swimmen. Did only 10 games as a goaltender, but look, goal against average of 1.50 and a save percentage of 0.9 and 1. He has 7-2-1 as a record. An amazing, great year for him as a rookie. Can he continue next season? That's the biggest question, to be honest with you. Let's jump in a little bit more talking about next season for the upcoming season. First of all, I predict the line was going to be Marchand, Bergeron, Pastrnak. The second line is Al, Coy, Smith. I expect DeBrusque with Ola, Foligno, Nosek, Warner, Frederic. Now, can Coleman and Liesel make the lineup? Will be interesting to follow them during the training camp. And then the veteran now, Kostas Lazar, should be with the team for the beginning of the season. The defensemen, we have Mike Riley with Charlie McAvoy. We have Derek Fulboard with Brendan Carlo. And finally, we have Matt Kelchik and also Clifton. And finally, defenseman number 7 at that moment is Ziboril. The goaltender, Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swimmen. Can Rask come back with the team during the middle of the season? That's the biggest question we have right now for the Boston Bruins. The draft pick, guys, the picks or the draft pick of Boston Bruins is not great, to be honest with you, for the last couple of years. Why? Not because they are not able to draft great players, because they produce year after year great team in NHL, and they don't get a lot of solid draft pick first round. They usually draft pick around 25th overall. So, but last season they have a chance to pick 21 Fabian Liesel. A lot of great expectation about him. Would be interesting if he can make the team. And 2017, 2020, 2029, and 2018, they don't get a lot of big draft pick. 2017, they got 2 players, Stanika and Swimmen. Both of them, they should be on the lineup for the Boston Bruins. 2016, great year. They got Charlie McAvoy and Trent Frederic. Both are right now in the team, but McAvoy is one of the best defensemen in NHL. The trade bait, where they could trade in my eyes right now is really Jake DeBrusque. Have a bad season last year. And, of course, prospect or picks, what they have. What they are missing at that moment for me is, honestly, a second center. They did not find a way to take the spot at Krejcik because he left. When I put a goalie, guy, it's not because they are missing a goalie. It's just to see the situation with Rask. What will happen with him, we don't know. And we'll see what Ullmark and Swimmen going to do in front of the net between the pipes for the Boston Bruins. On the market, can they looking for the center? Can they look for Jack Eichel? Can they look now for Erdl for the San Jose Sharks, where they are right now on the trade bait for them? We know he's going to be a UFA at the end of the season. We know what he produced in NHL, one the good center. So it would be interesting if Boston Bruins can pick it up him or looking for him to be on the lineup at some point for the upcoming season. My prediction for them, guys, I see them maybe on the 4th and the division a wild card, and the conference maybe 8 or 9, Is it enough with 95 points to make the playoff? I'm not sure. But again, the fact they lost a lot of players, I'm not sure what he can do. But we know one thing we are sure. The Boston Bruins find a way to make the playoff year after year. Can they do it for 2021, 2022? This is the big question, to be honest with you. Let's jump in a bit more about their prospect, what they have right now. And this is very light, to be honest with you. I'm not going to talk about each one of them, their strength, weakness, everything like that. But you can stop the video. You can read about each one. But what they have right now is Fabien Lysell. They just draft him and the NHL Draft 2021, number 21 overall. Great sense of hockey, great hockey player. I was shocked to see him at the 21. On my head, I thought he was going to be out before 15 overall. The number 2 is Jack Stanika. He started to play with the Boston Bruins last season. He was drafted 53 overall in 2017. He's on a second round pick. Will be interesting if what he's going to do now for the Boston Bruins. Finally, we have also Josh Becher, first round pick, but late in 2019, number 30. Will be interesting if he can make the team at that moment. And then we have also Jacob Luco, play for the Providence Bruins in American Hockey League. He was 77 overall pick in 2018. And finally, 2 more I want to mention to you. First is Jeremy Swayman, the goaltender. He does the same thing he did last season. It was really a shock or a surprise inside the NHL last season, the way he performed in front of the net. And finally, we have Urho Vekanainen, left defenseman for the Boston. Can he make the team this season? Will be interesting. He was number 18 overall, first round pick in 2017. We expect maybe start the season with the Boston Bruins. And then some other prospect they have in this organization. And I don't want to go deep, but from the USHL, 2 players, Ty Gallagher and Mason Laurier. Then finally for the Providence American Hockey League, they have Curtis Hall and Brady Lai. And from the Sweden League, Victor Bäckblom. They are really they are maybe the closest one maybe to play for the Boston Bruins at some point the next couple of years. Look, guys, this concludes really the turnaround of the Boston Bruins, what they accomplished last season, what they are going to do maybe for the upcoming season. One thing we know is what Boston Bruins is going to do without David Krejci. This really, who is going to take that spot over there? How they are going to missing him a lot. One good thing for me, what I can see, many of the players they signed, like Eric Ola or Nick Foligno, Nosek, and those kind of players like this, or Greg Smith, they already have inside their lineup. They can maybe shifting their position of winger to the center. That will maybe helping them. But they won't be sure maybe Jake DeBrusk become the DeBrusk they know 2 years ago. They expect a little bit more of Charlie Coy. Can Charlie Coy become a regular second center in NHL? That's a great big question. And then finally, Ullmark. Can he become a solid goaltender for the Boston Bruins? And finally, the rookie, Jeremy Swayman. Can he do the same thing he did last season? All those questions going to be answered at the end of the season for the Boston Bruins. It will be really interesting what they're going to do on the Division Atlantic. We know that division is a solid one with the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and of course the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we have to also tell you the Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senators are not going to be an easy team to play again. So one thing we know, and is great for the hockey fans, now we're going to see back the Boston, Montreal together, play each other. That's what we're missing last season. No game of Montreal, Boston. That was not good and not great as a hockey fan. So, but before we leave, we want to remind you, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. I look for you to see you next video of the 32 team and 32 days preview series. Bonne journée, mes amis. On se revoit plus tard pour une autre vidéo de la série 32 équipes en 32 journées avec l'entraîneur Coach Frenchy.